Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay. Just struck 10 a.m. of course time to get today's proceedings underway. My name's Chris Watson. Privileged to be here this morning as your selling auctioneer, of course, joined by some of the team at Ringwood, including Molly O'Neill, Cam Bailey. They've been handling your questions and queries and marketing of the property for the past few weeks. Well, today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, will be conducted in accordance with any rules that are made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any late bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. What that means, in layman's terms, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give everyone ample warning. I've called the property 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. But when the gavel falls, all over, Red Rover, can't take any late bidder offers past that point. Of course, the vendors, they do have a reserve price. As auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits bidders attempting to stop other bidders from bidding, and the law, it does provide fines for this conduct. Don't think that's going to be an issue here. We all look like a very happy and nice crowd. Of course, the rules, they do permit vendor bids. The words that I'll use throughout the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the auction, on the vendor, sorry, are quite simply vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. Well, we sell here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, via public auction. We do ask the successful bidder to come inside, execute the contracts that have been on display for the past 30 minutes, pay a 10% deposit upon signing of those contracts, with the balance to be paid at settlement in 30 days' time. Cam and Molly have told me some parties to sort some variations. Those variations have been approved, so bid with confidence, knowing that the vendors have done everything that they can to make it as easy for you to bid and buy here this morning. And what a wonderful offering, the first time offered in 16 years. The reason I highlight that, ladies and gentlemen, is you don't stay 16 years in a place that isn't very nice to live in. 74 square metres, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, undercover car park in the rear, beautiful light field apartment with the private balcony, modernised recently. In fact, the kitchen is brand spanking new, never been cooked in is the kitchen. Only 4 weeks ago did that go in, ladies and gentlemen. Location is absolutely fantastic. Swinburne Uni, cafes, Camberwell Junction, parks, everything that you come to love and enjoy about this great suburb in Hawthorn East. It is right smack bang in the middle of it. Well, I think that's probably enough out of me. I'll throw it over to you. You've seen it, you loved it. Now's the chance to bid and buy. Where do we go? Where do we start? Get me underway. Opening bidder offer 5/23 Auburn Grove and Ringwood, Hawthorn East. Where do we start? Been calling auctions for about 10 years and still to this day amazed at the respect of the buyers. It seems to be every auction I call for the opening bid and there's always that moment silence for the vendors passing with the property. You can see this one's the same. It's not the first bid that matters, it's the last bid we'll write on the contract. We can start anywhere you like. I do not mind, yell out a number, scratch your nose, wink, I'll take it all. Happy to start it on a vendor bid. Just means you got a bit over the top of me if I do. Maybe suggest 420.
430.
430, even better. Good luck with the bidding today. There's the starter at 430. That's 430. The bid now clear bid over here at 430. 40 we go. That's 430 I had with the starter. First call 430. 500. Bang. Big bold bid. Mike Tyson would be proud. Interesting strategy. Let's see that it pays off. 500 over here, so 10 to get you back. 500 I have. 10, got you back. Didn't work it. Go off the canvas. 20 we go. 510 I have. First call. Second call, 510. 20. 30.
25.
Prefer 30. Taking 10s at the moment, sir. Hang on to the 5s, you'll need them later. That's 520. 30 we go. First call, 520. I knew the 30 was out there. GPS is just off. 30 over here. New face in the race and welcome. At 530, 40 we go. 40 to get you in, 40 over there, Cam. First call, 530. Second call, 530.
5.
Sorry?
Go for 5.
You've got the bid at 530, sir. Yep.
Take 5.
Third 10s. Third and final time. At 530. 40 to get us in, or over here. 530 the bid.
40.
40. Thought about it, made sense. On the market, we sell. No better bid, hammer falls. At 540,000. 50 to get you in. First call, 540. Take 10s at the moment, sir. I'll let you know when we take 5s. Second call, 540. 50 to get you in. Third and final time, 50 got it over here, 550. 60 up the back cam, 550 here. First, second, third, final time. On the market we sell. 60 got your back, reappear like a magic trick. Houdini, welcome. At 550. 60 we go. First call.
555.
Alright, distance beats resistance. Everyone likes the 5s, we'll take it. 555, stay alive. 60 we go, sir. 60 got it here, 65. First call, 560. Second call, 560. Third and final time, 560,000.
65.
65, 70. 70, straight back at you, bang. 75. First call, 570. Second call, 570. Third and final time. That's 570,000. Any rise at all? 70 and a half. 75 can I say, sir? 76. 77. 78. I'll just keep going up. You tell me where to stop. 79. 80. What about 575? At 570 we have.
57, 250.
Alright, 2.5 on top. 2.5 back at you. 75. Another 2.5 on top. First call. 575. On the market we sell. Second call, 575. Third and final time. Not a good sign when you're walking away. We send your best, sir. I'm going to sell away. Any rise at all, sir? Need to know. A couple of conversations. I'll give you a moment to think about it. If you're talking about the apartment, remember 74 square metres, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, brand new kitchen. Appreciate your patience. Same courtesy should you need. 575 is the bid. Undercover car park, Camberwell Junction, Swinburne University, right at your doorstep. Properties like this, they just don't come up in this location. First time in 16 years. At 575,000, I need to know. In, out, what are we doing, Cam? Any rise over here? Appreciate your participation. Thanks for your patience. What are we doing, guys? I need to know. I'll take 1,000 if it gets some income. What about the last roll of the dice? Think about it. If you bid $1,000, the worst thing that happens is you buy it. Because if they bid over the top, you spent no money. 575, 576, could buy it. You said no, I think you bought it, I'm going to call it 3 times. We're 100% out, we're sure. What about $500? Same logic. Worst thing that happens is you buy it for $500. Is that a nod? That was a nod, okay. That wasn't the one I was looking for. I think you want to get called 3 times, then we're going to sell. We're selling. First call, 575. Second call. Third and final time. We're selling. 100%? Positive. It's hard to see with the mask on, sorry. I think you bought it. We're selling. You've sold. Congratulations. Thanks for coming out. Have a lovely, lovely Saturday. Hope to see you at the next Ray White auction.